Well, I'm back. Welcome to Herbhome. Life on the funny farm. That water is running very slowly. I've got a kink somewhere up the hill, and I'm not going to walk up in this heat. I'll have to do it this evening, but I'm letting it run until it fills. But record keeping for rabbits. Okay, you need the date of birth of your breeders, and I usually name mine. Okay. You want a record of who was bred to whom. You need a record of when you put the nest box in and when you take it out. You need a record of when you breed them and when you check back. When I have a lot of rabbits, I'll palpate. I don't do it so much with these guys, but palpate at 10 days to see if you've got little marbles in there. How many kits they had, how many survived at weaning, how much they weighed at weaning, the amount of feed you're doing. Good record keeping will let you tell if you're pouring money down a drastic drain or if you're having a productive cycle on your livestock. I do it with my vegetable garden and everything too. And of course, I've got some things that are just here for sheer beauty. And the garden's my joyful place. I come down here and sit and read and relax because there are cool breezes down here. I'm watching the insects go to all the flowers and the elderberries and everything. Joe Pye weed is covered. We've got clouds going over today. But keep good records. It will help you judge how effective what you're doing is. For me, right now, our feed to weight ratio is good. My cost is below the cost of meat in the store, so I'm very happy. But even if the costs were more, I would be happy with what we're doing because I know where my meat's coming from, what's going into it, how it was handled. It wasn't stressed when it was disposed of. You know, those are things that are very important to me. I don't like meat with adrenaline in it. Have you ever been to an abattoir where they kill cattle? Nah. My meat is not going to be like that. I'm sorry. I don't like all the bad enzymes that are going through there. You know, the endorphins that are raging through the meat when they're dispatched like that. That's not. But, yeah. You need to keep good records of what you're doing. And make notes. You know, like this bunny is better with her kits. The kits grow out faster. This one is more tame. They don't scratch you to heck and gone. You know, I know people that wear welding gloves. Their rabbits are so wild. I've only got one like that, and I don't know whether I'm going to keep her or not because I don't want my skin tore up. So, you know, it's kind of like, okay, we'll see. You know, I had to weigh whether her kits, which come out heavier than the other kids, make it worth keeping her and possibly getting scratched pretty badly. You know, there's a lot to weigh out in situations like that. And it's important. So keep good records and make sure those records are where everybody can get to them. I keep a calendar on the wall. Any of my helpers that come in can look at that calendar and see what needs to be done that day. And I kind of color code it. You know, garden stuff is green, rabbits are purple, business is black, super important stuff is red and bright, you know. And so, yeah, you know, there are a lot of pros and cons, and your records will help you with that. Okay, guys, enough for today. You have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Happy trails.